Hi everybody! We got there! Woo! I got my gym jams on.
Gym jams ready.
And to be honest, my gym jams are very not pro mental health because they say,
What does he say? Sorry, I'm too tired to listen.
that's awful. But honestly, right now it's the
We're
truth.
knackered.
So if you want to talk, I am here for you. I promise. Just message me tomorrow.
Yeah, just not now.
just
not now. What a fantastic day!
I can't believe we've achieved this. I really can't. We have just done amazingly. Wow.
You have done amazingly.
Miss Paintalot, loved it. Loved your techniques. You represented.
Thank you.
Cool girl. Right. You were, let me do your gifts before we get on with our stuff. You were up for 3 pots of Fairy Chic and a pot of Annabelle Duke and an IOD little mini wreath stamp. And the winner is, and I haven't even had time to flip this, so I'm really sorry, but it is Gina Longo.
Oh, no, hang on a minute. Are you sure it's not Manda Luiza Design?
No, it's not. It's
No.
not. It's Gina Longo. Oh my god, we're losing it. Gina Longo messaged me, you are the winner.
Gina, it's you.
Right, now we promised you that the last one of the night would be a good prize, so here we go. Here we go.
Da, 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 da.
We have in the box some Fairy Chic, some Fairy Chic wax. We have some Grace Mary milk paint and some bonding agent. I have 2 beautiful pots of fusion paint.
Wow.
And a stencil. And all you got to do is comment. So get it in quick and then go to bed. No, don't go to bed.
No! This could all be yours.
This could all be yours at the end of our session. And then you can go to bed. Because I'm going to bed for a very long time. Now, we're so nearly there, and we really wanted to kind of draw everyone's minds back to what this is all about. So I've got a little bit of a, I don't know, I think it's a poem.
It's a beautiful poem.
It's a beautiful poem. It moved me about what mental health is, trying to explain it to people that find it hard to understand, because I know
it can be hard to understand.
it's very hard to understand for those that don't experience it or understand it.
Mm, yeah, totally get that.
So here we are. This is called The Dam. I have met a fortunate few who have never been aware that it existed, that it stood safely encircling their lives. They have managed to survive, their certainties intact, their skies as blue as when they were first fathomed. Taken for granted like health and husbands, you only notice it when the first breach appears. The black waters enter, trickling in rivulets, and patterning the land with dark threads, or as the case may be, crashing across the walls, breaking them down and covering the fields. When the tide ebbs, as all tides must, the dam will be rebuilt, as all dams must, or as the case may be, simply patched up. The salt mud must be made fertile, in time, with work, or alternatively without appearing to bother very much. New grasses grow, even a few trees. It will not happen again. The dam is stronger, built to withstand further destruction. The builder knows his apple trees will bloom, that in the autumn fruit will appear and fall, just as it did before, only the taste will have altered. And in blossom time, it will be necessary to view the flowers from a different perspective.
Beautiful.
Written by Jenny Morgan. I love it.
Beautiful. And,
I love it.
And beautifully read. Thank you.
I'm going to hand you over to the lovely Manda, because I've done my talking.
Who will need her specs?
We need to do some massive thank yous before we quickly finish off what we've started today.
We have got a lot of thank yous.
Yeah.
From the heart thank yous. So we'd like to start first of all with all the fantastic artists that have been with us throughout today. They have gone over and above and beyond what was required of them.
Supporting everyone else as well.
Yeah.
Every hour.
Absolutely. It's been phenomenal. It's been a sisterhood. It really has. And I'm going to go through the list of artists as well. But I want to also let us not forget, these people have families. They have lives. They have jobs. And the sacrifices that they have had to make to come on here today is you know, it's huge. You know, their mums, they have tea to prepare for their children. They have childcare issues. Every single one of them has gone above and beyond. So I'd just like to read down and thank Vicky Brown from BB's Rescue and Reloved, Fiona Foster from Tallulah Ravens Emporium, Sarah Pelly from Home Revival, Claire Taylor from Tailor Made with Love, Fiona, who we've just seen, Miss Paint-A-Lot, Mandy Welton, Rustic Roses Furniture, Nikki Cash, Done Up North, Ziggy Farnell, Somerset Reloved Furniture, Debbie and Jade Gallagher from Nanny's Attic, Kate Holt from Colour Me Kate, and Manda Luiza and Paula Rolls.
We wanted to say off that list, and that's by no means belittling anyone else's effort, that a couple of you,
there's a few that
have
really
even gone a
stood out.
slightly extra mile in that Fiona, Miss Paint-A-Lot, who you've just seen, I know, went over to Fiona Foster to give her support today because she hadn't done a live before. She did an amazing live.
She did
But
do an amazing live.
She felt secure doing it because her friend Miss Paint-A-Lot was there to help her. That's
And
what
made
this is
the
about.
effort to
That's
go.
what this is about, because now Fiona Foster will do another live and feel great about it.
Yeah. And again, equally, Ziggy Farnell, who you saw down here at Furry Chic Emporium,
Drove miles, miles to get down here, and then drove miles. Apparently, completely ran 300 million man
God knows where she went.
She did a
but she
2
is
hour
home
detour,
safely.
but she got home safe and has still got back online and is messaging.
And is still as cheeky as she was. We've seen your comments, Ziggy. Thank you. Also, we'd like to thank Wyvale Garden Centre, who have allowed us to stay open this evening. They close at 5:30.
Yeah, they've
you know,
bent over backwards to make
they
it
really
happen. Give us a toilet. A toilet!
Yes, a toilet. I thought I was going to have to bring the bucket. But we've had a proper, grown-up toilet.
And we've used it. We've used it.
On several occasions. So thank you so much to Wyvale Garden Centre. The companies, the brands that have been donating. I cannot believe this list.
No.
It still shocks me.
I know.
Incredible. Let me list them. Fusion, Miss Mustard Seed Milk Paint, Vintage with Grace, Annabelle Duke.
And Annabelle Duke
who
has
hasn't
been on
stopped
all
commenting
day.
all day.
You're a star, and I know you're a big fan of the swear box. You've pointed out every error.
Let me continue. General Finishes, Vintro, Fairy Cheek. Very cheek. It is a cheek.
Yeah.
Fairy Chic Chalk Paint. Grace Mary Milk Paint. That's just the paint companies. We've had IOD, Iron Orchid Design. We've had Sandy Hands. We've had Polyvine. And we've had Studio Stencils. What a list! Fantastic. The viewers, you guys. And we see name after name after name coming up in so many of these lives.
I don't know if you've all booked a day off because you seem to have watched a lot of what we've done.
Does your boss know?
Oh, wait, yeah, right, like sneaking out to the toilet.
So huge thank you to you. I mean, you're brilliant with our Thursday lives, and we get people coming back all the time, and you share, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
But to see this on a 12-hour marathon, words escape me, honestly. I also want to personally thank Ryan, Georgia and Mark Rolls, Paula's family. They have been terrific. Ryan has been our technical support for the last 12
This would not have
hours.
happened without Ryan today.
No.
I am relatively capable at the tech stuff, but we've had some glitches, and Ryan, the most laid back guy in my life, just goes, it's fine, it'll be fine.
He said to me
And it
earlier,
is.
he said, I asked him a question, he goes, I know, I've got no internet. What do you mean you've got no internet? You're an IT guy, you know.
So Ryan... But
It
he's
is
done
what
it.
it is,
He's done
he
it. He's
says.
been on it. All the messages he sent you, all the links he sent you. That's Ryan.
That's Ryan, yeah. Yeah, it might be
Bless
coming
his
from
heart.
Very Chic, but it was Ryan behind the
Ryan
scenes.
that's been on it.
Mark, Paula's husband, he's arranged transport,
Food.
the most
Drink.
important.
He's been doing all the runs, all the everything, all the background
He
stuff.
has kept us going today.
Mm.
Fantastic. Georgia, who was actually poorly today, God love her, still managed to come over after she started feeling a little bit better, and she's come over, and you saw her. Beautiful, beautiful Alice. She's done amazing work here, both in front of the camera and behind the scenes. She's been our little mascot, really, I think. She's been lovely.
Feeling proud.
I'd also like, on a personal note, to thank my son Sam. I couldn't be here if it wasn't for my son looking after his sister. She does require 24-hour care, and Sam was there to, you know,
Step up.
Step up. He really did step up. You know, he's only he's 20. He's a young man.
It's a sacrifice,
It's a
isn't it? And we've all
sacrifice.
done that today
Yeah.
for the best cause.
Who wants to look after their sister all day? But he did it because he knows how important this is to us. I have one more very special thank you, so if you can just bear with me one moment.
Blimey. I'm in the dark. Don't know what she's talking about. Yeah, thank you, Ziggy.
These,
my
my
goodness.
darling, in
Where are they
bright,
from?
look, bright colours. These are for you, and I have to say,
Look at them.
with the help of your lovely husband, of course.
Oh my god.
Listen, you know, make no bones about it. Today would not have happened
I'm gonna cry.
if it wasn't for the ideas that Paula's put into it, if it wasn't for the hours she's put into it, the thought.
Don't.
Don't. I'm gonna cry. No, you're fine. Put yourself together, woman. But you know, let's face it, we know this wouldn't have happened. So thank
Yes, I'm
you.
having a moment.
She's having a moment.
Thank you, guys.
We won't embarrass you any further,
No,
but
don't. Let's...
sincerely,
Thank
you.
lovely.
Should we paint?
Yeah, let's paint.
Should
We've
we
got a
paint?
very little bit left to do. I don't know if you can see from there. I need to probably get some close-ups. But I've finished the silhouettes.
That looks stunning.
They really do look lovely, and I will get some close-ups so you can see
Do you know what?
it.
If you had nothing else on there
I
at
know,
all,
it
and
doesn't-
just the silhouettes.
It doesn't necessarily need it, but
But look at this.
yeah, I know.
Do you know, it's worked so well.
The marbling, it just,
Yeah.
it just really breaks it up.
And I did actually wonder about putting, you know, just the plain white there, but my goodness, doesn't it show it off?
Yeah.
It's stunning.
And I still want just a little bit of token colour going on. So I've got these lovely napkins, and I'm going to start tearing them up and creating something to stick on. And you've been busy in the background.
Well, I have been busy, and it might not look as though I've done much to it except throw a bit of colour, but each layer has taken a long
She
time.
stood here and
I so did not. I so did not. I've been going in layer. She's wicked. Been going in layer on layer with this lovely tool. I've also chipped it back with my scraper, and I've also gone in and I can't find them now, but used my wet wipes to wet distress as well. But what I'm going to be doing now is going in with some waxes. I've made some small amounts of coloured waxes, and this is just using a soft wax and using the paint colours, the Very Chic paint colours that I've been using on the unit itself. And my goodness, haven't I used a lot of Very Chic colours? 1, 2, 3, 4,
She's used the
5,
whole
6, 7,
selection.
8, 9 colours
I
so
did
far.
create them to be a palette that would go together, but I didn't
and they
imagine for 1 minute it would be the whole palette.
Yep.
There are 20 colours.
And I've used half of them.
which is just great.
So yeah, I'm going to go in. I'm going to go down on my little,
Roller coaster.
Yes, words have gone now, but I'm going down on my little wheelie thing. I'm going to go in with some waxes.
Now,
can I just say before you go any further?
go on.
I am really favouring these brushes at the moment. And they're not any particular make, it's just the size and the shape of them. You can see how tapered they are, and these really get into like the corners of pieces. These are brilliant for small work. I find them really useful for putting my waxes on, just because they get into all those nooks and crannies. So this is what I'm favouring at the moment.
So as with all decoupage, I've taken off the back 2 layers. I've cut out a section. We've got lots of messages here. Thank you, lovely. Thank you, TB. Oh my goodness, we are so tired, but I'm so glad you've enjoyed it. So many people have joined us today. I need an update on how much we have raised, Ryan, because we haven't done an update. We've even given up on drawing on the blackboard. It's just got
And
beyond.
Ryan, maybe we should put a face to the name.
Yeah.
Mr. Technical Support.
Because we talk technical support, he is 17 years old. He's, you know, we're talking still a very young man. And we're very proud.
We are indeed.
Me and my husband. So I'm using some matte finish. I'm literally going to stick it where I want it and use the brush to smooth it on.
And what I'm doing here is I'm highlighting the colours that I've already originally used, and I'm just highlighting those with the wax before I go in and just gently rub it in with some clear wax.
Now this piece, I suppose ideally I would have finished the whole piece with the matte finish that I've got, but when I painted it white there was so much bleed through that even though I have Zinzibar'd it,
No, you can't always avoid
I
it, can
can't,
you?
I'm going to wax it, not finish and clean it. My son has a, we're at £506
Ryan,
guys.
come and show your
Come here,
face,
come here,
darling.
come
We're
here.
very proud of you.
And that's a hide behind the P6.
This is Ryan, my lovely, lovely son. Very proud. Thank you very much.
Can I escape now?
Yes, you can.
He's now mortified.
I'm sure he is.
I have to say, this is the first for me in terms of painting furniture at midnight. When I was a student, I used to stay up very late into the night painting paintings. That was a thing, but not furniture. I have never been up so late painting furniture.
No, me neither actually. 10 o'clock is normally my cut-off when I come out the studio.
I've been
Because I
much
can't
better
stand
since-
by
I've
then.
been so much better since I've had a shop because all my equipment's here. So when the shop shuts and I go home, that's it.
Yes, that's it. It's like
I want to do
work
some when I
over,
get
isn't
home,
it?
but I can't.
Yeah, I can. And it can be, you know, almost a little bit addictive. You know what I mean. Yeah, you get so wrapped up into your work. I do anyway. Get so wrapped up into it that you kind of forget where the time is. I do remember to feed the children though.
Occasionally.
Usually.
We eat a lot of cereal in my house.
Yeah, we do too.
We eat a lot of cereal. You know, it's got all the vitamins.
You sure about that?
Well, I don't know, but yeah.
You hope so.
I think, you know, today has been obviously with mental health in mind, and we've talked briefly, lots of us have talked briefly about situations that have involved us, and I think Vicky very bravely talked about her 1 in 4 situation,
Yeah.
and I think probably I don't know, but quite a lot of us that are involved in this are in one way or another are 1 in 4. because that's why we were so keen to get involved in it in the first place, why it meant something to us. And it's easy to believe that people put on a brave face and that's what people want to see. And that's really hard when you're not feeling it inside. That's what I've learned really in my journey, that to force it, to feel, to pretend, to have to pretend, makes you want to shut yourself away and withdraw.
And it is in itself exhausting, isn't it?
Yeah.
To have to do that.
And that it's so sad because we are naturally a pack. We want to be with other people. Actually, most of us feel better from being with other people. But when we feel pressure, internal pressure that perhaps isn't even true, pressure that we put on ourselves, perceived pressure that we have expectations of ourselves to be better, to be more able, more coping, more whatever.
You know, in any situation in life, you know, we want to be the best we can at our jobs. We want to be the best mother, the best wife. We want to hold it together, and you know, still go out there with your face painted and go to the gym, and it's impossible. It's impossible to keep that up.
And for lots of us, we get to a point in life where we have tried and pretended for so long that everything's okay, that something has to give. The dam has to give.
Yeah, and that's why I particularly love that poem.
And I just think that it, in my experience, in all my years as a nurse, in my years as a human being, that...
You a human being?
I am vaguely a human being, yeah.
Okay.
That your brain, you don't necessarily always recognise when your stress levels have got too high, when you've taken on too much, but your brain does. And sometimes your brain just shuts down for you, I think, just to say,
it's a safety mechanism,
enough,
isn't it?
you can't do this anymore, you need to stop. And whether that makes you throw up every day, whether that makes you unable to eat, whether that makes you cry every day, whether that makes you shake like a leaf, however that festers in you, it's your brain saying, enough, stop, take stock, remove all the stressors, you've taken too much on. And I've certainly learnt that lesson myself in life. I've had some stressful situations and had to take stock, take a step back, withdraw, take some time for me.
And it's hard to allow yourself to do that, isn't
and
it?
feel guilty to the friends that you don't answer the phone to anymore, that you can't go round and see because you feel you can't tell them how much you're struggling.
It's almost like you don't want to put that on somebody else.
No.
You don't want to hand over that responsibility.
Admit that you feel a failure, that you're not coping when you think that you should be coping. And believe me, there have been times during the setup of this very venture that I've appeared to Manda looking like an actual whirlwind, saying, I don't know if I can do it. I really don't know if I can do it. And I know that the group that have been involved, I've not told any of them that because I didn't want them to feel my panic, because I knew they already had enough of their own. But I have felt utter panic over this last week at times, and utter, how am I going to do it? How am I going to do it? And here we are at 11:20 at night, and I've done it.
And we've done it!
I've faced my fear, and I've done it. And do you know what? Every other painter that I know has texted behind the scenes today, I'm terrified. Oh my goodness, I'm on next. Oh God, oh God, oh God, you're all so good. I'm going to be rubbish. You've all been brilliant, all of you. And I'm just so proud of all of us, with all our situations and everywhere we've come from, that we've done this for the best of reasons, for the best of causes, and we've fought past our nerves and our fears. Have we got some good messages coming up?
You've got some questions.
Go on then, ask me some
Denise has
questions.
not gone unnoticed.
Denise has asked, with the napkins, do you decoupage on the piece and then again on top of the flower?
Do I say that again?
With the napkins, do you decoupage on the piece and then again on top of flower?
Sometimes I put the finishing cream underneath and then put the thing on top, and sometimes I just place it where I want it because it is a napkin. It is very fragile, so it gets wet very easily, and I just use the matte finish straight over the top.
What are you up to?
And the matte finish will actually seal it, and because I don't want to get matte finish sort of anywhere that it doesn't need to be because of the potential bleed through problems I'm going to have, that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it.
And Linda's said, I just tuned in. Are those napkins, and what are you using to apply them? Mod Podge.
You can use Mod Podge. I've got my own brand of matte finish. You can buy that online on my website, which is www.fairychicemporium.co.uk. But yeah, you can use Mod Podge. Mod Podge is slightly thicker in consistency, so you'd have to be really careful with it because the napkins are really fragile. Mod Podge is kind of great for rice paper and stuff that's a little bit stronger, I would say, whereas the matte finishes are sort of much more liquidy, so they work well with the fragileness of the napkin, I find. But yeah, I mean, I'm just playing at this stage. I didn't want loads, but the napkins are beautiful. I just ordered them on eBay. I just put in poppy, and I've got a pack of 20.
It looks super, absolutely
I literally just put in red poppies.
stunning against that black and white.
Yeah.
Just making it pop. Poppies are making it pop.
Do you ship matte finish to the US?
Not currently. Although if anyone, no, I haven't got any in the prizes anyway. But you can use there are lots of other brands. It's basically a matte water-based varnish. So there will be a brand in your country that do the same. Any more?
Any more for any more?
No questions. But you do have responses.
Go on, shout them out.
There's one they called me a rock star.
Yeah.
Someone called you a rock star?
You are.
Yeah, you are a rock star.
Right.
You're Mummy's little rock
You're
star.
my rock
Oh,
star.
God.
Yeah, it's getting late, Ryan. You can tell, can't you?
Do you know what's been really lovely in the background? You haven't heard this because they've gone quiet as soon as we've gone live. Is that my daughter and my son have been playing the ukulele and singing songs in the background
Has been
in between,
lovely.
and it's been absolutely lovely just to have the family moment.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how embarrassed are you now, kids?
Thanks, man.
Sorry, I've just ruined his reputation.
As a rock star.
It's
Never
gone
be a
from
rock
a rock
star
star
That's
to a ukulele.
Who was it that used to play the ukulele?
Natural progression.
When I'm cleaning windows.
No, not.
That's a banjo, isn't it?
Ukulele, I'm sure. Could have been a banjo. Norman Wisdom.
Oh, yeah, I join you. We're so. Oh, they want to
No.
hear you playing.
No.
Come on, guys.
Yeah,
Can we
it's
have
not-
one little?
It's not going to happen.
I think that's one step too
I think I
far.
might be asking a bit much.
Nice try, Mother.
I should have just let them get on with it in the background.
Start a secret stream.
Oh my goodness, guys. We've had a very long day.
Right, so where do I want to take
We're half an hour away. I'm going to put a really lovely coat of clear wax on the top of this marble, which is going to bring it up as a lovely shine.
Mandy's asking if you could I just ask please if Manda could talk a little bit about what she's doing, please? It's looking great that you both are.
Oh, well, that's very sweet of you. Yeah, what am I doing? I've see this array of colours here. I've used every single one of these on this piece at the moment. please bear in mind, this piece is not going to be finished tonight. This is going to be ongoing, because I'm throwing everything at it. I've been going in, so we started off with a base of, somebody tell me, base of Aubrey, which is a lovely khaki colour. You can see it there on the top of the unit. So gone everywhere with the base of that. Also gone in with Doria to highlight. And then using these tools, they're just artist palette knives. Been applying the paint in various sections. I've been taking it back, chipping it back through, and also wet distressing it back with baby wipes. So we've got layer upon layer of colour here. Because I want that really chippy look. I want it to sort of be, it's the series I'm working on is going to be farmhouse. So I want it to look old chippy farmhouse. That's what I'm going for. And I've just gone in with coloured waxes. So using a soft wax and using the colours, fairy sheet colours. So not adding any extra colour, just using the same colour but a different texture with the wax. And into various sections.
It's a really cool thing to do with wax, just using clear wax.
I love it. I love experimenting with waxes and using them, to produce different coloured waxes. To me, it just gives so much more depth to the colour that's already underneath there. And as I say, it's not a different colour, it's just a different texture. Therefore, it gives it different depth. I am going to now be going in with just a very basic soft clear wax, because I want to protect the work that I've done so far. I'm not by any means finished with it, but I just want to protect it. There is a rule in painting, particularly with chalk painting, that the wax goes on last. It's the last thing you do, and you can't paint over wax. I do tend to break that rule.
I think you can paint over wax. You can't finish in cream over wax.
No, definitely not.
You can't put the matte
But
varnish
a lot of people,
on.
because it is true. The wax forms a barrier. That's what it's there for.
Yeah.
That's why you use
Slippery.
it. But in forming that barrier, it also gives me something. Then, if I paint over the top, I can start chipping it back. It chips back really, really well. So it allows me to be able to chip back. It's protecting what I've got on there at the moment, and anything I put on over the top of this will chip back really, really well. So that's why I'm going to be applying waxes through my painting as well, not just at the end. Hope that makes some kind of sense. I'm probably rambling. It's 11:30.
They're allowed to ramble.
I am so past my bedtime.
Yeah, me too.
I can't tell you. So, I need to find...
We're already in pyjamas. We are literally travelling home in pyjamas.
Yes.
To stagger to bed.
Just heard myself on echo.
My husband's watching this live in the next room, and there's obviously some time delay because I just heard it make me repeat myself. Or maybe that actually happened.
Who knows? Do you know what? At this time, I don't know what's going on, quite frankly. I really do not know what's going on. What day of the week it is? No idea.
Is it? It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
It's very nearly Thursday. So, let's not beat about the bush.
Right.
What have you done?
How are we doing? What's the running total?
£526.
£526, guys. Bring
Guys,
it
you're
in.
amazing.
Mark's
But
just
you could
mentioned
give
the-
more.
Come.
Just saying.
Mark's just mentioned that this is going on eBay for...
Yeah,
pop-up
this
here.
is going to be auctioned. We're going to put it on eBay. It will have to be within the UK, to be honest, in terms of shipping, but it will go onto eBay and be auctioned, and what I get for it will go straight to Mind as well. That will be my contribution. I'm really liking it. Lest we forget, it's
At that, it's popping. It really, wow.
silhouettes are lovely, and that was just so easy to do.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful, beautiful piece.
it was a nice piece of furniture to start with, so I couldn't really go wrong.
No, exactly.
As such, so you always get those pieces of furniture. Did you see that bit that Vicky had earlier. I mean, the piece of furniture was just to die for.
To die for.
I don't know where she got that.
But
I think we're going to the wrong shop.
when Paula showed me this, as she says, the piece itself was lovely and I was jealous already. And then she came up with, well, we've had this idea and it just got better and better and better.
And you
And
slumped.
I was just getting greener and greener and greener with envy.
And then she said, well, I'm going to do an amazing piece with this huge silhouette of this huge soldier and I've got a really big gun.
I did.
And it's going to be like just everywhere and it's going to be like much bigger than
I did kind of throw all my toys out of the basket that day.
She said that. Thank you, Francesca. Thank you for donating. We've had another donation. Fantastic.
Fabulous, that's what we like to hear. I still think mine's better.
Francesca's been on most of the day. I love the fact, I don't know where you guys have found the time to be on all day.
Have you got nothing better to do?
I love
You
that
just
you
curled
haven't.
up having a duvet day and watching this. It's
What-
great if you are.
What we need to happen, we decided earlier, was for the BBC to get hold of this notion of a paint off
Yeah.
and take over.
Well, not completely over.
No, not take over, but you know, do the filming, do the clip, because it's been quite stressful.
Yeah, we need a film crew, don't
We
we?
need film crew.
IT crew.
Yeah, we need an IT crew. Although I have got Orion, but you know, I've put on him a lot.
There's only
He
so
hasn't
far
had-
you can stretch Orion.
He
isn't there?
hasn't had a lot of choice in this whole involvement. Bless him. So I've promised no more harebrained ideas for at least, well, I did say 6 months, but I don't know if I'll be able to last that long.
A week.
I think we're going to go with the tour bus.
Definitely want to do it. Definitely
She
up
really
for a road
wants to
trip.
do this
I
road
so
trip.
want to do it.
Tour bus and
Tell
just to
her.
come
Tell
round.
her.
Oh my goodness, I've got a dog, I've got a life, I've got
No,
kids.
you haven't.
The dog would come.
And the dog would come.
Yeah, we'll take the dog.
We'd do a fairy sheet road trip. Can you imagine?
Coleman.
I would be so up for that.
I've got to wait 6 months, I've promised. Can't take any more stress.
But who puts the stress on you?
I know, I make my own stress. Come here, darling. This dog has been so good because he normally goes home at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and he's still in the shop.
Yeah, we didn't put you on the thank you list, Noodle, for being such a
He should be. He
superstar.
has been a star. You haven't heard him barking? He hasn't eaten anything he shouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, not much.
He hasn't even had the sandpaper that I've got out. It's amazing.
He does like
Wow.
a bit of sandpaper, actually, doesn't he?
How are we doing for numbers? How many views? Has everyone gone up to bed?
36 views.
No,
How
they've
many?
all gone to bed for sure.
36.
Yeah, you've all gone to bed.
Thank you for those that haven't. Those insomniacs.
That says 6 months. I'm booking my place now.
Cool.
Oh,
Don't drop it.
come here. I wonder if you can if I can show you what my dog can
It's
do.
gonna
Didn't
smash
either.
into that.
Oh God, we're getting dog tricks and everything.
Sit. Let's see. Watch this. Noodle, sit.
Here he's trying to do it.
That's it. Sit. Spin. Good boy. Sit. High five. Yay! That's a good boy.
She made me do that for pizza earlier. I've never spun so fast in my life.
Wasn't that impressive, really?
I do a nice pirouette.
She only got half a treat.
The dog's had more practice, come on.
No, I'm thinking I don't want poppies all the way along. I kind of want them on one side.
Go. Or maybe just slightly onto the side, I think that would be pretty.
I don't like it all being symmetrical.
No, I
Bring it
don't.
out. Yeah,
Oh, and look at me, I've got paint on my pyjamas. Sorry, chuckle.
Well, we had this discussion about bedtime wear because all my bedtime wear is
Because
very...
Paula sleeps in the nude, so when I said bed, you have to wear your bed stuff. You were nearly in for a treat.
No, all my bed stuff is like shrunk and really.
Has it though?
Yeah.
Has the clothing shrunk?
What are you suggesting?
Not suggesting anything.
What was that?
Got it the wrong way around.
Right.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on swiftly.
So I did contemplate wearing a onesie, but I went in the shop to have a look, and they only had Bugs Bunny, and I couldn't face it.
Well, she's a bit old for Bugs Bunny, let's face it. Come on. Bugs
So
Bunny has a
I
cut
thought
off
working in this shop, because this shop is like one of those heat wave shops. In the summer it's unbearably hot. It's a log cabin, and I thought we're going to go from really hot to freezing by this time of night. So I have bought the fleeciest, warmest piggin
Piggies?
sweat dripping pair of trousers.
What's that for? Piggy?
Yeah.
It's not that.
I'm going to call it.
She's called it.
She's
I'm
called
calling
it.
it.
I'm beyond caring now. Beyond caring. Right, we're on the last. Look at.
Do you know what? I'm not
It
going to do
could
anymore.
look like that poppy installation just on one side. Yeah, I like it on one side. Better luck to you.
Ricky
Brilliant
said
job,
home
thank
bus.
you. We are on the last stint here, guys. I'm gonna try. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try to keep giving line open for as long as possible. I'm not quite sure how it works, but I'm really hoping that you will be able to continue donating for as long as possible. But officially, we are on now the last 20 minutes of this event. So if you're going to donate and you're online, please do it now. Please get us some crazy money for this crazy,
That would be
crazy day that we have had.
Crazy but wonderful. Crazy in the best
Yeah, I'm
possible
going to feel
way.
high as a kite.
I'm
It's
never
gonna take
going to
ages
forget
to get
this
to
day.
sleep. I think. It's going to be one of those I feel absolutely shattered, and then I go to bed and I'm wide awake.
No, as soon as my head hits that pillow,
I don't know.
game over. Totally game over.
Not convinced. I might have to go and watch an hour's rubbish telly to wind
I
down.
thought you were going to say I'm going to have to watch an hour's rewind.
No.
Nah.
That's something you do, isn't it?
I
She
Yeah,
likes
I
to
do.
watch herself.
No, it's not
And then
that.
she
No,
laughs.
It's not that I like to watch myself. I like to watch Paint in a Pint.
She likes.
So sue me.
That's yourself.
Hmm?
But it is yourself.
It is. Well, yes, but I love the show. What can I say? Paula calls me a narcissist.
She is a narcissist. That's what one is, isn't it? When one loves someone.
She can't even spell narcissist.
No, I can't.
No, neither can I.
I don't have to be able to spell it. I can say it.
Is that for the poppy appeal or for
No, this is going towards mind.
Leo? That thing, yeah.
This thing is going towards
That
mind.
thing?
What's it called? I
That
don't,
thing?
I don't know furniture.
The dresser.
Dresser.
Buffet.
Could be dress.
Buffet?
Buffet?
I don't know. Sideboard. I'd say maybe sideboard.
Yes, because this is a dresser.
Yeah.
Yours hasn't got the dress at all.
I think it's easy to call everything a dresser, actually. Because even dressing tables that go in bedrooms.
Can be called dressers, can't they?
Yes.
Yeah. Depends where you're from.
I think it's a sideboard.
Have you been messaged by Gina long ago?
Sorry?
She's one of our prize winners.
Yeah, has she contacted us yet? Gina Lunga.
Not yet, but
She's
she
on
might
the
be in
line.
bed.
I hope I'm not butchering that name.
She's on the line.
Oh yeah, she's just appeared in the live.
Well, tell her.
Hey, Gina.
Gina,
Gina!
you're a winner. You need to rewind.
Yeah, rewind, love. You've won one of our winners and we need your address. We need your details. Personally, not on... Yeah, we don't want the world to know.
Do it privately.
I'm done for now.
Are you?
I'm not done. You know that. There's a lot more needs to go on, but I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done for now.
Okay. Do a wind up. Do a reminder. I think we're probably going to finish 5-10 minutes early.
Yeah, we might do. There's no
That's
harm
fine
in
with
that.
me.
We know you want to get to bed. We don't want to keep you.
Where's the dedication?
Where's the dedication? We've been here 12
My
hours.
daughter has just said, where's the dedication? Can you believe that?
Oh, Georgia. Georgia.
Oh.
That looks super.
So,
Really does.
the only thing that's left to do really is to seal it and wax the top, but you're not really going to see the benefit of that online, I don't think.
No, we can get pictures to you.
I am going to
loving
be
it.
creating individual YouTube videos of all of these that have gone on to send out to all of our lovely painters that have taken part today.
Oh, that's not going to take long.
No,
is it?
that'll just take me 5 minutes. Yeah, right.
How long does it take to upload 1 hour? When we do
3.5
it,
hours.
3.5
That's
hours.
before I've edited it.
So the editing and the uploading, well, the uploading takes 3.5 hours for each hour video we do. That's without the editing.
Yeah.
There's been 12 hours.
So it should be done by lunchtime.
2019?
Oh, yeah, lunchtime 2019.
Something
Let's
like
get
that.
it up.
Yeah.
Come on, let's
Can't
do
see-
this.
Look at our beautiful faces.
Oh dear. This one's got a vodka in, I confess. This
Did
one
have
ended
a
up-
vodka in it, I confess.
We left it to the end, but
Oh, come on. Needs
we've earned
must.
it. We've earned it. Mm.
I'm seriously
I've
lagging
had a
now.
great time watching everyone today. I cannot believe how many people have joined in watching today. It's been so good.
It's been
So
phenomenal.
good. It's going to have to be done again. We've set a benchmark
Without a doubt.
here.
And
just-
next time it's going to be bigger,
just
better,
not
longer, shinier and brighter.
Sister's on. Hope it's a large vodka. Well, you know that.
Oh, my sister. My big sister, Krista.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a small one, that's for sure.
So can we?
Let's just let's get that
That's
out.
all
of the
right,
way.
isn't it? That's all right.
Let's just share the love here a minute.
Yeah, that's all right. It's a shame you can't see the close up of the silhouettes because it really is quite effective, but it will need some close ups, which will go on the YouTube video.
Yeah, you'll see them
And yours,
eventually.
the effect of the paint and the scraping is just amazing, and again, really quite hard to see from the distance that you've got.
hard to
So I
see,
just hope
yeah.
that you've kind of got the gist of what we've been up to.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you so much for all your interest. Wow. Wowzers.
Very well done to you all. Thank you, Susie. Bless your heart.
Do you know what? I cannot even see the script. My eyes are so tired.
Right. Thank you.
I think
so
we are going to
much.
love you and leave you.
Thank you for my flowers.
You're welcome, darling.
Thank you
You
for
deserve
being
them.
my friend. Thank you to all of the team. Thank you to all of you for watching. Thank you.
You've been
to
super, we've
all
been
of the
super.
paint companies, all of the companies. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Sweet dreams.
Chris and Vicky both think it's time for a song.
No, we don't
Yeah.
sing. No, that can't happen.
No,
And the kids are just point blank refusing.
let's not scare anybody. Too tired for all that
We'll need
shenanigans.
Vicky back to do that because she was pretty good.
Yeah, she was.
She was pretty
She
good.
had a
So
voice.
perhaps if we were to do this again, she could do the finale and sing it out. I don't know. Who knows? Right.
It's not a bad idea. Oh, guys, I've
What
got to
we got?
go.
What we got? Oh, we got a winner.
Anna Gastoni.
Oh, well, fantastic.
Oh, really?
Surprise. Anna Gastaudi, you're going to love this because she's one of my friends, but she's come up on the random picker. You
Oh,
won the
yes.
prize.
We better show you what you've won.
You won the prize. Oh, come on.
Okay. I'm still tired.
This is
Come on,
the...
glamorous assistant.
This is the dog's what's it? This is Anna. It's all yours.
It is the DBs.
And
Well
the,
done.
And the good news is I don't need to post it because you live quite locally.
Oh, right, yeah. Come and pick it up
That
yourself.
is so good. Anna's been supporting and watching this all the way through. So
Well, I
good
think that's
on
very
ya.
well deserved. Well done, Anna.
So good on you.
Good on you, go.
Chuffed with that.